Hi and welcome back to my channel. I'm Liz of Chicago Law Luxury Makeup. In today's video, we are talking about brand new Chanel. You guys, the Chanel cream blushes are here in the US and I picked up 4 out of the 5 shades. So if you're curious to hear my thoughts on these brand new blushes and see how I created this full face of Chanel, keep watching. Let's go ahead and unbox all 4 of these new cream blushes that I picked up from Chanel. Now there are 5 of these cream blushes that are being released. I picked up 4. I will eventually pick up that 5th one. I just didn't know that my boutique had it in stock. When my SA texted me, she sent me a picture of 4. So I thought that that was all they had in stock. Turns out there was 5. I just didn't know that there was a 5th. So I picked up 4, but of the 4, I picked up the lightest and the deepest. So we're going to get a wide range of shades. So I'm very curious to swatch them. We're going to apply 1 or 2 of them today. And I will do a few swatch comparisons that I think might be similar. And we'll talk about the formula, just give you my overall first impressions. So we're going to start with the lightest. So this is number 232. This is the beige shade. And I will open it and swatch it for you. Now these cream blushes do come in the standard black felt packaging from Chanel. You have the black and white CCs. They have an 18-month shelf life and they are made in France. Now, these are supposed to be a cream to powder. It was definitely creamy when I swatched it. And that felt really, really nice. I really like that. This is shade 236. Now when I'm editing, I will leave the names of these shades down below. I just did not want to butcher them, you guys. So I figured it was just easier to say the numbers and leave the titles down below. That looks like a very beautiful, beautiful pink. I think I would probably have to go in pretty light on this one. 242. I think 242 is gonna be the one that I'm gonna get the most use out of. I think it's just that perfect shade for me. And last is 244. Now these are swatching beautifully, absolutely beautiful. The pigment on these is there. I am really, really excited to try those. I do have several new subscribers lately, and it's been a while since I've done a full face of Chanel, so we'll just kind of do a full face of Chanel, chatty, get ready with me. I'm going to start with the primer. This is the Le Beige Healthy Winter Glow. I have shade Icy Beige. Now this is no longer available on the Chanel website. At one point I was able to see that some other like personal shopping websites had it available for sale, and if that is the case, I will still link that. I think the website is called like Bonbon, and while I have never myself personally shopped there, I know people who have, and I know that it is a legit website with legit, you know, authentic Chanel products. They are just getting it from another country and shipping it to you, so it's basically like a personal shopping website. But I know that they did have these in stock. So if they do still have them, I will link their website down below. It is not an affiliate link at all. But if you were really interested in this, that is a place where you could get it. I love this primer. I just think it's beautiful. I really, really do. It's one of the best primers that Chanel has come out with in a very long time. And I don't know why it was limited edition, because it's so, so pretty. For foundations today, I'm going to mix 2 foundations, and that's mainly for shade range. I've got the Ultra Latant, and this is in shade B30, and then I've got the Aqua Vital Mirror, and this is in shade B20. So I think mixing those 2 shades will be a perfect match for me right now. And so there's the consistency of the 2. This one right here is the Ultra Latant. That is definitely more of a matte foundation, and the Vital Mirror Aqua is right there. And it is definitely a thinner, more lightweight coverage foundation. So these blushes are, at the time that I am filming, they're not available online. I was able to pick mine up from a boutique in Florida, and I will link that boutique down below if you're, or you know, list their phone number if you're interested in ordering from the boutique. But because they are in the boutique, I do expect them to be online very shortly. So I did want to get this video up for you guys so you guys could see some swatches, see some swatch comparisons, and make the determination if you really need to run out and buy these. Now, these blushes are not limited edition. These are going to be permanent. So if you want to wait for them to show up at other retailers, I mean, I don't blame you on that at all. I definitely think that they are going to make their way to Nordstrom and Saks and Neiman's and Ulta and Macy's because they are going to be permanent. Now, I do hope that over the years they increase the shade range, but I think that these 5 shades are really, really pretty, and I think there will be a shade for everyone's skin tone. Now, I will leave up photos of that last blush that I did not get, and like I said, once it shows up online, I will go ahead and order it. All right, mixing those 2 foundations was perfect. I love the coverage, I love the shade, I love the finish. I think it just looks beautiful. For concealer, I'm going to go in with the Sublimage concealer, and I have shade B20 in that. Now, this concealer is so pretty, and it is perfect for mature skin. It is very hydrating. It has skincare in it, but it's still going to give you coverage. A lot of times with thinner concealers that have skincare in them, they don't give you the amount of coverage that maybe you want or maybe you need. The Chanel Sublimage is a great concealer because it does both. It hydrates and conceals. I'm going to go in with the cream bronzer. I have shade Tan Deep, and I'm just going to pick up a little bit with a Bobbi Brown full coverage face brush, and I will use that to apply to my cheek. This product is not as smooth and creamy as other cream bronzers that I have, which is why I'm using a denser brush. Normally, I like to use the Sonia G Sheer Buffer, but that really does work best on products that have a thinner consistency. This one is pretty thick and dense, so a denser brush works best. I'm going to go in with my Sisley loose powder to set my face. I do not have a Chanel loose powder. However, I have used the Chanel loose powder for years. I absolutely love it. If you are in the market for a new loose powder, I do highly recommend the Chanel. I just don't have it because I have completely used all of mine up, and I have so many open loose powders that I'm trying to work my way through that I just haven't repurchased the Chanel. But I would, and I do highly recommend it. Now, Chanel did also recently launch, I don't know if it's their fall collection, currently available in the UK at Harrods, and it's got this beautiful purple quad that is available, and then you've got a purple blush, a blood orange blush, some lipsticks, some nail polishes, and there's also going to be another quad that I am going to definitely pick up. It's a little bit more, in my opinion, wearable and a little bit more neutral. That has like some browns and oranges. So that should also be coming here to the States shortly. Although, again, at the time of filming, it is not here. But if you are interested, Harrods does have it. I'm going to lightly go in with bronzer. Today I'm going to be this Healthy Glow Sun-Kissed powder, and I have shade Medium Rose Gold. And I'm going to go in very lightly because I don't want to have too much bronzer on the face. I do really want to be able to see the shades of those blushes and how much pigment they have once applied to the cheek. All right, now for these blushes, I am going to just use 2 of them today. I do have to go to work, and so I'm going to use the lightest one in beige and then the beautiful kind of like more rosy one. So we'll save the 2 brighter ones for my next video. I can at least tell you today about the formula. Now, I'm positive that I'm going to love this formula and think that they are beautiful. I really, really do. My friend Maria over at Nightstar Beauty, she already has had these for a while and done several reviews on them, and she loves them. And I know that if she loves them, I am going to love them. We have very similar taste, and our skin is very similar too. So I know that they're going to be beautiful. I'm going to start out with this beige one. I'm going to take my BK Beauty 106, and just take it directly from the pan, and then I will tap it into the cheek. Now these are, like I said, a cream to powder, so they should not have any sort of tackiness or dry down at all. They should just immediately turn into a powder. And I would agree, there is no tackiness, stickiness, balminess whatsoever. That is absolutely beautiful. And you guys know how much I love to top my cream blushes with a powder blush. I don't even think you need to top this with a powder blush. I think you could just use this one product. It's that perfect combination of cream and powder, so I think you could just use this. I was not sure how that beige was going to show up because it is pretty light, but I am shocked at the amount of pigment I was able to get. Now I am going to go back in and try and build it up just to see if you're able to build it up or if it looks patchy or anything like that. And I just looked in a magnifying mirror. It's not patchy at all. I think that it looks very, very pretty. I am very, very impressed. So I'm going to wipe my brush off and we'll go into the rose shade. Same BK Beauty 106, and now going into the rose shade. Wow, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. I love that. That just might be my new favorite blush. It is absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. I love it. And I am so impressed how there is zero tackiness, balminess, anything. It is literally as if I applied a powder to my cheeks. These are so good. I really like that. Now, like I said, I do want to do a few swatch comparisons because I do have some cream blushes that I feel are more of like a cream to powder. And the first one that comes to mind is the Sicily Fido Blush Twist. Now this also goes on as a cream, but once you blend it, it does turn into a beautiful powder. Now the Sicily ones I think are going to be a little bit more sheer than the Chanel. I'm going to do the exact same thing with the Chanel now, where I'm going to swatch it and then blend it. I mean, they feel very, very similar. I think that the Sicily was able to blend out a little bit better. They are both that same cream to powder formula. I also think that the Clé de Peau blends down really nicely. And it also, in my opinion, feels like a powder once applied. There's no tackiness, balminess whatsoever. I think of all my blush collection, the Clé de Peau and the Sicily are the most similar. And as far as shade goes, if you are interested in any specific shade swatches, I am happy to do that. Again, I have so many blushes that if I were to sit here and do swatch comparisons, we would be here for hours. As I've mentioned before, if you guys are interested in a live where we just come on and do all sorts of swatches, I am happy to do that. But honestly, you guys, I am very impressed with these blushes. Now, I will leave a pinned comment down below on how these wear. So I am getting ready to go to work. By the time I'm actually able to edit this, these blushes will have been on my cheeks all day long. So I will be able to tell you how they wore throughout the day. Now, to quickly finish off this full face of Chanel, I'm going to use these new single shadows. I have to say, one thing that I am impressed with Chanel this year is that they have come out with some new permanent products. These blushes are permanent. They're not limited edition. I'm so thankful for that. These single shadows that they reformulated are also permanent. I feel like Chanel is constantly coming out with limited edition collections. Should have told you guys what I did. I went in with beige suede. I just got so busy talking about permanent collections and limited edition collections, I forgot to tell you what I was wearing. Now, I did prime my eyes with my Chanel cream shadow in shade Scintillance. That has been discontinued. You guys, Chanel broke my heart this year. They literally broke my heart when they discontinued that eyeshadow. It is my favorite eye primer, and I know several of you have commented how much you love it as an eye primer too, and you guys, it is gone and I'm literally heartbroken. I'm gonna go in with Quartz Fume. This is a beautiful, like, kind of bronzy shade, and I'm gonna take that in the outer corner and into the crease. I'm just doing a very, very quick eye look today. And now I'm going to go with Beige Sable. I'm not certain about this shade. It's not my favorite of all of the Chanel singles, but it's the lightest one that I have, so we're going to use it. So there is that very quick, easy eye look using those 3 single shadows. I love it. I'm going to now quickly go line my eyes. I have a Chanel eyeliner as well as a little sample here of a Chanel mascara. So I'll go ahead and do that off camera. We'll be back to finish off this full face of Chanel with some Chanel lipstick. To finish off this full face of Chanel, I'm going to go ahead and use my favorite Chanel lipstick, and this is shade 402. Adrian, you guys, it's a beautiful, beautiful nude. Start by lining my lips. I have the lip liner in shade 164 Pavone. I mean, this is just hands down the best Chanel lipstick. And I love that it, again, is part of their permanent collection, so I know I can always pick it up. But that completes today's full face of Chanel using these brand new Chanel cream blushes. They are beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I love the formula, love. I mean, it goes down so seamlessly, flawlessly. You can build it. I just think that it is gorgeous. I really, really do. I am so impressed with Chanel for bringing these out and also for making them part of their permanent collection. Now, that said, because it is part of their permanent collection and this is not limited edition, I don't think that you need to run out the first day that it launches and pick it up. I know. I know. I just like to keep it real for you guys. I am not trying to make you run out and spend money that you do not have to. I do think that these are going to show up at other retailers and you'll be able to pick them up. Now, when they first launch, I do suspect some of the shades will sell out. I mean, these are going to be popular. They are beautiful and they are worth it. They are 100% worth it. But I think if you are patient and you already have some cream blushes and you know, you want to just kind of wait and see, I think you can wait. Now, that said, I don't regret for 1 minute picking up these blushes. They are definitely going to be a staple in my everyday makeup. I'm actually going to be traveling this weekend and that rose shade is coming with me. Let me know down below what you guys think. What did you think about this new Chanel collection? Are you happy that it's permanent? Are you interested in trying it? Let me know. I would love to hear. I want to thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.